Son, I grew up in free America. Nobody has the right to mandate me to do a damn thing.
And I'm sitting in my Ford F-150 that ain't registered, and I don't have a driver's license or car insurance, and I never wear a seatbelt, and I drive as fast as I want to drive, the speed limit be damned. And when I see a stop sign or a red light, I just keep on going, 'cause no one's gonna tell me a damn thing what to do.
Boy, I don't know what goddamn country you were born in, but I'm from the US of A. That stands for freedom, goddammit. And I don't appreciate none of you goddamn liberals telling me what I can and can't do with my life. All I need is Jesus and a rifle, my shotgun and a Bible, and my silver Ford F-150, and a cup to spit my chew in. Nah, look. What's up, everybody? It's Jackson White, co-founder and chief of content at Politiscope, and thank you for choosing TYT today. Now, that was pretty fun, but as my man pointed out, I mean, we literally live in an ocean of mandates. Think of all the things that you can't do that maybe you would do if you could only get away with it. When was the last time that you could just walk into a store and, just walk out with something in front of everyone without paying for it? When was the last time you could just beat somebody up in public? When was the last time you could, I think as my man pointed out, just run a red light? You know what? Screw this weight and screw traffic safety. Who cares? When was the last time that, when regulations weren't in place, when OSHA wasn't around so that construction wasn't more guaranteed to be safe? Or what about all the mandates in, the medical industry that make sure that physicians and other people in practices follow certain steps to make sure that people stay safe? But of course, when you're a tough guy like me from Texas, you don't put up with no BS from the goddamn government. You do what you want, spit your chew wherever you feel like it, and you pull up your britches and go outside. But but of course, these are the people, unfortunately, that we talk about all the time. They vote a lot, and they vote a lot, and they vote a lot. And the Republican Party and the Republican media sources are taking full advantage of, just the messaging of those Democrats are trying to mandate you to wear a mask.
Getting back to the basics of teaching children, not teaching them critical race theory.
And what is critical race theory?
Well, I'm not going to get into the specifics of it because I don't understand it that much. But
hey, every conservative person in America, here's a fun challenge for you. You can prove to me why I shouldn't generalize and say that that video is representative of pretty much all of you. And all you have to do that is make a video demonstrating that you know what critical race theory is, how it is implemented in schools, specifically at the K through 12 level, and why you think that that is among the most terrifying things that kids can learn today. I'm so excited for this opportunity for us to learn together.
This TikToker has issued a challenge to all the right-wingers out there who are afraid of critical race theory. And I have to say, it's a pretty brilliant tactic. You see, Republicans across the country have been terrified of critical race theory being taught in schools. It has weirdly become like the defining issue of the past year. The only problem is that critical race theory is not being taught at schools. And this is where I think even a lot of people who are very well-meaning on the left have a misunderstanding where people tend to say, oh, critical race theory is just accurate history. But critical race theory isn't just accurate history, right? Critical race theory is a graduate level program that is given to students who are studying for a law degree. And it is for specifically analyzing the impact of what are called race-blind laws, right? So even though a law doesn't explicitly mention race, it can still have very racist impacts. Critical race theory is about analyzing new laws under that system and methodology. Dr. Rashad Ritchie, who you can catch on Indisputable on weekdays, is very well versed in this subject and has regular conversations about this issue. These Republicans are running around claiming that students are being taught that they're evil because they're white. But that is not a thing that is happening in any school. Let's be very, very clear. That's not happening. What is happening is people are starting to learn, mostly by the internet, mind you, right? Most of what people are learning, let's be real, about the United States racist history is happening on the internet. It turns out public schools around the United States are still fundamentally inadequate in their teaching about how truly gratuitously evil and racist the United States has been throughout its history, and how racism is like a giant factor of the United States today. Most of what these parents are upset about are random things that kids are learning on the internet that are factually correct. Like the fact that sundown towns peaked in like the 70s and 80s. Which, if you think about it for a minute, it kind of makes you realize why some of these older folks might be terrified of the idea of facts about United States history being taught. I mean, if sundown towns reached their peak in the 70s and 80s, it goes without saying that there are a lot of people that were alive then that are still alive now and maybe would find it very uncomfortable if their grandchildren asked them what they were up to so many decades ago.